Hello, this is Samsai again from No, that's the wrong intro. Hello, this is Samsai, and welcome back to Morrowind. I was trying to do the intro to our, videos on the Gaming on Linux website. For some reason I sometimes get those mixed up. Anyway, we're going to do some more Morrowind, because why wouldn't we do more Morrowind? Morrowind is a fun game. I believe this is indeed the save, so here we go. So last time we started messing with the quests in Aldrune, and that is indeed what we're going to do today. So we have been asked to visit another one of these, the Dwemer ruins. This one is called... I think these guys have not realized that sometimes vowels are also, cool. I mean, they have a couple there. They have the U, E, I, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's not quite enough. I think these guys maybe kind of forgot that they maybe should add a little bit more in there just to, get things going a little bit better. Anyway, I can get there by going northeast over the mountains near Saran and following the Fuyadananar or Nadanat? I don't know. Northeast, or by starting in Molakmar and going northwest and following the Fuyada north around Mount Kand. I believe we have this on our map, however. It's here. So, I mean, one way to go there is, I believe we could go this way. It does mention Saran, however, which is somewhere around here, I suppose. Sadly, I don't... Well, I suppose we could get maybe a Silt Strider ride to an environment somewhat close to this place. But I have done this quest before by going just through basically this wasteland around here. And it's not the greatest ever trip, and it's sometimes a little bit dangerous because there are nasties around the way. Well, around here somewhere. So, But I might try and go to Balmora, check if I can get to Saran, because the instructions mentioned actually J. So either going northeast over the mountains near Saran. So northeast. So I'm guessing Saran is then in southwest, which would put it somewhere here. Well, I'm going to go to Balmora anyway, because I feel like going there now is pretty important. I'm also going to... I think I'm going to leave... Well, then again, I can carry a whole bunch of stuff still. Also, I need to sell some of this stuff at some point. Well, I think I still have enough carry capacity so that if I happen to find anything interesting, I can probably still get back with it. I don't think there is that much stuff in there. But I might want to... Do I want to go sell my... Well, I'm going to go to Balmora, I'm going to sell my stuff there, and then I'm going to figure out where I should go. If I get to... If I use a Silt Stride, I might get to Saran, and if I get there, and I might just walk a shorter distance in case I cannot do that. I'm just going to walk at a longer distance. Anyway, let's get to Balmora. And yeah, I'm going to do my shopping and selling and stuff. Yes, shut up. And then I'm just going to start walking towards the Dwemer ruin, and if I can get there in one piece, then I will show you my progress, and also start recording if I encounter something interesting. Anyway, for now I'm just going to do my shopping and stuff. Okay, so first stop at during our journey, and I decided that I would take a Silt Strider from Balmora to Saran, so that I get a little bit closer, that way I don't have to walk all the way. And actually, I don't think I've ever happened to end up in Saran before, because I have never had the need to go here. There is no Mages Guild in Saran, and maybe we should find an inn and spend the night, who knows, maybe I should do that. But yeah, like I mentioned, I haven't visited this place, I don't think. And there are a fair amount of places that I haven't visited, for the simple reason that they have never ended up like across my path. There are, because, you know, the fast traveling options in here are fairly limited, so sometimes you just don't end up finding, well, I pretty much found this place already by going to the Silstride at Balmora, but I have never had to visit this place ever. And yeah, this is basically the first time I'm visiting this place, because there is no Mage's Guild, and it's basically a very, very simple town, not really a reason to go in here. House of Earthly Delights, that sounds bad. An outfitter. Yeah, this definitely sounds very bad. Yep, let's just go right out of here and let's find ourselves a reasonable, more civilized inn.
I haven't much time.
Do you happen to have any kind of idea about local services? Okay, slave market, don't care. Well, you don't happen to know any place that I can just, you know, quickly sleep in, and just sleep. Nothing more, nothing less. That's, I'm guessing, the armorer or something like that, the smith. And this is the problem with like tiny towns like this. They have a couple of basic services, but there is very little reason to go in here, apart from maybe if a quest kind of wants you to go here. Slave market, not interested. I'm not here to buy slaves, or sell any for that matter. And here's the clothier. And just a trader. Well, screw it, I'm just going to sleep outside, wait for the sun to come up, and we're going to head towards the distance. One thing I would like to point out very quickly, sort of as a meta thing, is that this game engine that I'm using, OpenMW, it's actually going to get a fairly big new feature well, I'm not sure when it's going to get that, but soon-ish, I suppose, where they are going to implement distant land, which was, I think, part of the engine at some point, but then it got scrapped because they had to redo the renderer. And they are actually bringing that back, and basically what that means is that this fog you can see, that's actually not going to be there. At least not in that capacity once the distant land is implemented. And basically what that is going to mean is that you can see as far as, well, you want and you can. Basically it means that if you're at on like a high mountain, you can see very far away, and it's going to just tone down the quality of the, you know, the objects and the textures and whatnot, so that you see a lower quality version of I wonder, yeah, I'm going to try to climb up these mountains. Basically, you're going to see a lower quality version of stuff that is out there in the distance, but you're going to be able to see it. Which, it looks amazing. I've seen a couple of screenshots, and they were like early screenshots too. So I think it's going to look pretty fantastic when you can see, for example, there are a couple of cities. For example, the Vivek comes to mind when it comes to these kinds of cities, where you cannot even see the whole city, like, in a single spot, because the rendering distance is actually fairly low. I've turned it up as high as it goes, as you can see right here, because I have a fairly decent rig, so it can handle the view distance being as high as it goes, but, you know, it's not that, you know, you still cannot see too far. And the distant land thing is going to help with that. At least you will get a better idea of the terrain, and this is a very steep hill. It seems that we might have to go around, actually. Just shame. Yeah, I can't wait for them to implement that. Another thing that I really want them to implement is shadows, because, you know, currently the game doesn't implement the dynamic shadows that it used to. But I can still wait on that. The distant land stuff, however, it looks very interesting. I'm hoping that they can get that into the engine soon. It's currently in the development builds, but not in the stable builds that I used to record this. Anyway, I'm going to start walking, and if I do end up finding some sort of a some sort of a dungeon or something, definitely going to stop and explore it. In fact, that might already be something. Not sure what this is, but it might be something that I might want to check out. Well, let's instead of, you know, stopping, I think that there is something there. I'm going to save on top of my second save here. And we're going to go check out what this place is. There is obviously some sort of a humanoid here. So who knows what we might find. Oh, it's a hostile. Okay, can I get myself fire bite? Oh. Apparently this person is also having a little bit of trouble with the local terrain, which is behind by me. Also, he seems very durable. Ah, apparently he finally managed to throw whatever he's throwing at me successfully, unless I'm getting attacked from some other place. No, I don't think so. Screw this. I think I need a greater shock ball here. Yeah, that does more damage. Okay, I'm going to have to drink one of these restore magic potions. The fireball is a fairly weak spell, but the shock ball seems to do a lot better. Yeah, that does it. Okay, there we go. Maybe this guy had some sort of a weakness towards... Oh, apparently they have more. Ah! Did I miss you? That's annoying. Particularly because this is eating into my potion reserves in an annoying way. Still seems to have some sort of an effect. Yep, definitely has an effect. I wonder if I could maybe just slap this person a couple of times. I'm going to save on top of stupidity. And I'm just going to go and slap this person with my sword. It seems that the sword was enough. So this person had a steel club, an expensive amulet, an expensive robe, expensive shoes. I have expensive robes and stuff, so I'm not sure if I actually need this. I mean, it's blue, da-boo-dee-da-boo-die, so maybe it's something that I want. I'm going to keep this, thank you very much, you can have this. And you had absolutely nothing. Well, that's good, at least that was good training for magicking. Going to save on stupidity again, just to make sure that we are not actually losing any progress or anything like that. Fire, oh, resist fire. Not going to pick that up. I don't think I can make any of those potions. And who is attacking me next? I think it's, yeah, it's that thing. It looks very ugly, but I don't think it's going to be that. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's hack it to death. It's a deceased owlet. Hopefully I didn't catch anything from that. No, I didn't. Managed to resist all of that. Okay, what is this? Bal-Ur Shrine. Bal-Ur sounds like some sort of a... like, obviously in the Elder Scrolls world, the divines, the actual like gods that are being worshipped, are not the only deities. There are like Daedric deities as well, so it's entirely possible that this might be a Daedric shrine, and Bal-Ur might be a name of such a deity. It's entirely possible. Anyway, I need to slap this person. Well, not really a person, but this creature. Yeah. Nasty things. There's still one more left. So I'm going to also slap this. Okay, now we're out of charge. I think we should switch back to Nordic Broadsword, which does a better job. More Allied Hide. Didn't catch anything from that either, so I'm happy. Diseases are annoying. Luckily I have a couple of contingency plans in case of a nasty infection of some sort. Okay, let's just go through all the rest of these ruins, and then I think we're going to take a quick look inside, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually survive whatever is inside. Apparently there are more of these nasty things around here. Just going to quickly check. Okay, you seem to want a nice bite out of me. Ah, stop! There we go. Now you're dead. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of loot outside, but I have a feeling that there might very well be a lot of loot inside. So who knows? Just going to do like a quick check. Apparently there's another entrance here. It leads to the same place. Well, I'm just going to check for multiple entrances. Like, in case one of them ends up being super annoying to get through, I might be able to use one of the alternate entrances. I'm actually going to save because I don't want to have to kill those allies again. Whole lot of lava. Does give this place sort of an evil-ish feel, but then again it's also the environment. Like a whole bunch of this island is just basically this kind of barren wasteland. I do wonder if they figured that if they came up with the idea of like making those 3D Fallout games after they made this. Well, obviously they did, but you know, if they got the idea for making the Fallout games from, you know, making these barren wastelands. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to not rest until fully healed and wait. I don't really want to wait. I want to I suppose I can wait and see. Yeah, that's not going to help my health at all. Well, going to save on stupidity and see if I can. Okay, this looks very bad. Okay, if I cannot heal up, which I think I cannot. You can't rest, enemies are nearby. Figures. Yeah, I think I'm going to heal up. Maybe I should have taken a more minor potion of healing. I think I have a couple of those. I don't know. I have a lot of potions, but I'm not sure if I have the things. Well, I have a couple of quality restores. I have cheap restore, magicka. Yeah, I'm not sure if I even have any cheap restore health potions. No matter. Also, I think my spark sword is now back to its previous condition. Holy shit. You don't seem to have any issue with dealing with my magic. Holy shit, okay. You seem to be a particularly annoying thing. Okay, I'm going to pop a quick health restore. Your weapon has no effect. What? Maybe it's the... But why would my Nordic... I'm not sure what is going on. This thing seems to have an effect, even if it's a very minor effect. Okay, another. Ah! Okay, I'm going to take yet another restore health. I'm going to kill this thing, at the very least. Whatever this thing is. Okay. Dremora. Apparently it had a dwarven halberd, and it actually is worth something. For some reason my Nordic broadsword did absolutely nothing. Yeah, Dremora. Never seen a Dremora before, unless that's a name. But it didn't yell anything of the usual kind of, you know, I'll catch you, or something like that. Okay, it seems that there are definitely more people around here, and it seems that some of them are very similar to that one thing that we already encountered. Oh, you are also going to be an annoyance then. I'm going to try and fight this thing. Ah, damn it. Well, you just completely dodged that. Not you two. Out of here. Okay, I think we're going to have to leave this dungeon for now, because it would seem that the people in this dungeon are not cooperating. But at least we have it on our map now. Okay, I have more restore magica potions than I have restore health, so I'm going to use hearth heal. Actually, I have a better idea. Because I actually do have some amulets, so I might as well use these. So I have a ring of healing. It's a very cheap thing, but I might as well use it for all of its worth. I believe that's just basically free healing. I'm not sure if I have anything else that is going to heal me up. I don't think so. Scroll of Restoration, restore. Well, I do have a Scroll of Restoration, but I'm going to leave that until a fairly critical moment. I failed casting a... Oh my god. It's because my restoration is poor, but at least I have it brought up one level. Anyway, we're going to continue on our quest, I think. I'm going to save on top of this one. And I will keep walking towards the Dwemer Ruin. I need to keep an eye out for this place though, because I feel like if we get up, if we level up enough and we become a little bit stronger, then this might very well have some interesting loot. I don't know that, but I'm going to guess, because it seems that there is a whole lot of fairly strong. There are like strong hostiles there, so it's probably, you know, probably going to contain something useful, or it's for a quest. But I don't know. I have never been here. Anyway, I'm going to keep walking, and if something interesting happens or we reach the destination, I will once again inform you. But until then, I'm just going to keep walking. Okay, apparently I didn't get far. There's a beetle. Holy f... This beetle is no typical beetle. It's apparently a shulk. Well, it has a couple of resins, which seem to carry some value, and they are also very inexpensive. Okay, well, yeah, this is why going around here is not necessarily too safe. I'm going to try and avoid those, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep on walking. Yeah, this is how far I got before I had to stop. Anyway, journey continues. Okay, there we go. That's our objective right there. So I had to rest a couple of times, and it's now 7 AM, and we are right next to our objective, which is indeed the Dwemer Ruin. I had to fight a couple of tiny battles with some of the local wildlife. Wasn't too interesting, so that's why I rested a couple of hours to get my health back. And yeah, now we are here. Apparently there is that house right there. I think that might be one of the sort of Ashlands residences where people live, because not all of them live in the towns or cities. But this is most definitely the ruin that we're looking for. And our task is to get the report from the people that are currently doing excavation here, because apparently one had not been sent. So we're going to have to figure out what is going on here and get that report and, you know, basic major skill stuff. So let's oh, okay, easy. Let's not die out here, because that would be stupid. In fact, going to save on top of stupidity just to make sure that I don't happen to slide down and just die, because that does happen sometimes. I think that's the main entrance into this ruin, though. I'm not sure if there are alternate entrances, but I think the front door is pretty much where I'm supposed to go. So let's go and visit this place and you know, see what is going on here. I really need to improve my illusion magic and probably, you know, get new spells for lighting. Okay, you don't seem to be hostile, so I'm going to guess that you're friendlies. Yes. Okay, so
How can I help you?
I believe you are the person that I'm looking for. So how about some excavation reports? I don't exactly have an excavation report for her to tell Edwina everything is fine. We've just had a few setbacks. Our native guide Svendu is missing. He's taking notes for our next excavation report, and he must have taken it with him when he disappeared. Somehow he must have gotten into the lower levels to try to find him. Okay, sure, we're going to do that. How about you? Who are you? What do you know about this person? I've been worried about him right before he left for the lower levels. He kept saying something about the test of pattern. I hope he's alright. Okay. Okay, interesting. So these people have a hammock here. We can rest here if we want to. And I'm also going to make sure that you don't happen to have anything else that might be interesting. Also, it's very dark in here. I think I'm going to train my night eye a little bit. I'm really bad at this spell, but getting good at it is, in my opinion, a thing worth doing. More hammocks. And the positive thing is that we can always rest and get our magicka back. We just need, well, we just need to rest. Rusted Dwemer cog, very heavy, not a whole lot of worth compared to the weight.